Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mundane Matt, and I don't have children. I have cats, not the same thing, but I don't have kids. And I'm not gonna lie, like one day I would like to be a father. I'd like to have progeny of my own to raise in my image, which may or may not be a good thing. I'm kind of a weird dude. However, one of the things I am most definitely not would be an overprotective parent, right? Like, I don't feel like I would be. I feel like children, yes, they need rules and guidelines, but they all have their own personal agency and their personal desires, and they should be allowed certain freedom. So I'm definitely 100% against helicopter parenting. All right, I'm not 100% for free range parenting because I think that's maybe a little bit too extreme on the other side, but I think their hearts are in the right place more so than the helicopter parents that are so deathly afraid of their children literally going outside. When I was a kid, it was like, what are you doing? It's Saturday, I'm playing video games. And my stepdad's like, get the fuck outside. And he literally would lock me out of the house. And I'd have to go find something to do. So I'd walk down to the park. And usually there were weddings on the weekend. So I'd look like a pathetic fat kid and I'd walk in going like, please, could I have some cake? And usually a smile and a little bit of a charming conversation would garner me some sweets. Did it do anything for my weight? But I learned how to talk to people. The point is that that's what would happen with me. But parents these days are like children on leashes, children heavily medicated, children completely just not allowed to be kids. If they do anything that even remotely resembles their gender, they are fucking treated like pariahs, right? They are. It's fucking crazy. But this is scary. So a company by the name of Good Parents Incorporated, which I find to be an utterly ironic title for a peddler of this bullshit, is releasing a product called Kiddo. What it is it's basically a Fitbit for your kid is the best way to describe it. It's also the nicest way to describe it. It's essentially a GPS dog collar for your child. Not making that up. It's a little device you put on their wrist, okay? Then parents download the mobile app. And they download the mobile app and they go, okay, so Billy is 8. Billy is 4 feet. Billy weighs 120 pounds. I don't even know if that's so good. 100 pounds. And Billy is a boy. All right. And you put that information in there. And they give the kid the thing. And then the kid goes off and does their own thing, right? But it's GPS tracking, and it's also tracking the vitals of your child. And then it sends constant updates back to the app. So while you don't know what little Billy is doing in the other room, you could get an update on your phone going like, Billy is hungry. Billy is sweating. Billy has burned 20 calories. Billy, who knows? All these things. All these things are going to be given to you. And then, it will help the child learn better habits, like when to go to bed or brushing their teeth or so on and so forth. All of these things that should be the parent's job, but they're kind of leaving it to a little Fitbit device so they can still be helicopter parents and have constant updates on their child's fucking, I don't know, not analytics, whatever it's called. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They can have all that stuff and then it still be hands off and shit. So mommy could be playing Candy Crush and then get the notification, oh, pop over, Billy's doing okay. Well, I've done my job as a fucking parent. But this particular type of technology is kind of like the Smart Barbie and any of those other internet-based fucking baby monitor devices, things that can be and potentially have vulnerabilities, like these things that can be hacked and have vulnerabilities where hackers can get in there and then severely fuck with your child. You know what I mean? What if hackers, that happen to be pedophiles or whatever, or kidnappers, find a way to hack into the system, find out the exact GPS location of your child, and then scoop them up and take off the fucking thing and throw it out the window, and now they know Billy's vitals. They know all of his vitals. They know everything about Billy, and they can grab him, and they can hold him, and they can do whatever the fuck they want to him. Now, not to say people like that wouldn't be acting in that regard on their own without this particular device, and I am being a bit hyperbolic for effect, but the fear is still there. This is not a device I would want on my child. This isn't even a device I would want on anything other than maybe my pet, right? Like something like this for my pet, absolutely. Because if an animal goes missing, oh, GPS coordinate, I know where they're at. That's a little bit different. But what's funny about this to me, what's really hysterical about this to me, is I'm waiting for the more conservative Christians and that whole side of the internet to find out about this kind of stuff. Because when I was a kid, right, when I was a kid growing up, like my friends were really Christian, and they got me into church, and I was going all the time and everything. And when I would go to church with them, like we would talk about technology and talk about RFID chips. And this was a thing back in the 90s. They're just like, no, that's how they get you. They put the RFID chips in the animals first, so then they can track the animals, and then they're putting them in your fucking skin, right? So they can track you, and that's the mark of the beast, and that's Satan coming back. And I mean, like literally these fucking crazy things is what these people would tell me in my church. Calvary Chapel, by the way, a little bit of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But that's essentially it. Like they would tell me these things, and now here we are 20 years later, and they're coming up with these GPS tracking devices for your children. It's like it's like a fucking bracelet you put on someone who's under house arrest. You know where they are at all times. You can monitor their vitals and shit. It's just it's a little bit crazy to me. It's a little bit scary, and Good Parenting Incorporated might have the best intentions, but the road to hell is paved in good intentions. And I feel something like this won't do anything to help a child grow. I don't think this will do anything to help a child become a better person or to learn how to be self-sufficient. This product is for the helicopter parent that wants to not be bothered being a parent, but still maintain that level of knowing every little thing that their kid is doing all the time. And now they don't even have to get off the fucking couch to do it. They can sit there, they can watch their Netflix and chill, and then occasionally check their phone and go, they're still alive, and then be done with it. And that's on just the lazy side of it. Or they could be the hypochondriac parent that's like I need to know every 2 seconds what's happening, because that extreme would exist as well. Ultimately, it's like this. If you have kids, do not buy them this product, because you are institutional if you fucking do.